How do my team use this tool to analyze their deals in the optimal way to speed up their efficiency? Let's go through it now. Okay, so I've just loaded into this Lego product, and quite simply, we can bet it now for £10. So I'm going to put £10 in and we'll do the analysis. So first things first, put the £10 in, run the deal analysis. Now for me, when I'm doing my initial check, what I will do is just jump over to this Buybotpro island in the middle. Now, what I'm looking for is quite simply, I'm initially going to look at this middle section right here, eligibility, hazmat, and IP radar. Three really important things. Profit and ROI mean nothing if you can't sell the product. So I want to know, can I sell it? Can I ship it in, i.e. hazmat? Is it green? Is not hazardous? And also as well, will I get a problem if I sell this product? IP radar. So good opportunity to check it there. I'm looking for green across the board. Once I can see green across the board, what I'm going to be looking for is profit and ROI. Now I work on the vanilla style Amazon arbitrage, £3 profit, 30% ROI. This is going to make £8.25 and ROI at 82.5. So I'm happy with that information. Now for me personally, I don't use BSR percentages. I like to look at actual sales numbers and also the chart. So on here, what we can see is that we've got an estimated sales of 1,693. So that means this product is selling and selling fast. I like that. Now also as well, it does have this Buybotpro confidence score. Like I said before, they're really, really useful for people starting out. And hey, even if you're an experienced seller like me, I'll still just have a quick glimpse at them to see, has it gone red? And if so, why? Is there something that I'm not seeing? But generally, I'd expect it to go green, maybe even amber, maybe even red, but I will just use that as a guide to support me in my deal analysis process. But I won't say no if it goes red. I will probably look at it to understand why. So here I can see it's giving me straight away, Amazon have got the buy box, Amazon are on the listing too, and this deal has great profit. So even though Amazon are on the listing, it's still going red, and that's for you to understand. So some people don't like selling against Amazon, some people do. For me, I'm not against it, just so long as I can see an opportunity to sell. But we'll move on and do that analysis in a moment. So I've looked at this island in the middle, and what I'm going to do now is just scroll down and have a look a little bit further into the detail of the product. If I'm happy with the information on the island, I'll continue. If I'm not happy with the information on the island, I'll probably skip it, move on to another product. So as we scroll down, the bit I'm looking at here is just around here. I'll probably hover over the actual ASIN itself. Why? Because I'm just interested to get an understanding of the size of the product and the weight. Now, it's not to say that it's going to be an oversized product. They've got this really good, helpful, oversized, unlikely here, but I like to just get a feel. I've made too many mistakes in the past that buying too many big products or too many heavy products, that for what is a 1 second check, looking at the weight and the dimensions, just gives me an understanding of, is this a product that I should be shipping, and the physical size of it. Online shopping can be very dangerous. Now, the other thing which I'll probably just have a quick look at is that buy box analysis. Now, I always do my own analysis afterwards, but I'm just interested to see what's it saying. Is there saying any information that I should be aware of? I'm preparing myself before I go down. The final thing which I will also look at is my break-even price. And I'm sort of looking at that. I'm just keeping a mental note of it. Why? Because we're going to jump into the charts next and have a look at that. So as I'm on my way down towards the charts, the other thing which I'll have a quick look at is the competitor analysis. I'm really interested to understand what's the stock level of the competition. So I can see here, this seller, Amazon, got 999, and then below that, they've got barely any. Remember, this product's selling over 1,300 a month, and everyone's got very little stock apart from Amazon. But I really do like the ability to see what my ROI and profit is at those price points. So that's just useful to know that even with Amazon, where their price is, I've got a really healthy ROI and a really healthy profit. Now, like I said before, I'm going to be jumping over to the charts. Why? Because I always like to see what's gone on with this product in the past. The tool is very, very good at doing an analysis of right now and looking a bit into the past. For me, I always like to do that analysis myself in the history of the product. So what I can see right now is it's going to load up into a 90-day. I can see Amazon's on the listing, and I can see Amazon came off the listing around this section here. What I'll do is zoom in to make it a bit easier for you. Now for me is to say that that price has been pretty stable. I can see it by the buy boxes, $24.95, $24, $26, $24.99 there, and I can see it's actually come down lower. So we talked about here, this is £20. Now I even know at £20, I'm probably going to have a good ROI, so I'm not too concerned about that at all. But what I do want to do is have a quick look over, let's call it the year, just to get a feel for this product. And what I can see is that prices dip down at times. So we say over here and over here and here as well, but it has been pretty stable over the course of that year. It had a few dips between about £25. And what I really like, Amazon have come off that listing by looking at the gaps in the yellow shaded area. So I know that if I were to buy this product, maybe a big style buy it now, lots of product, then I could certainly sell it when Amazon are off the listing. If not, I could probably sell it when Amazon are on the listing and they're sharing that buy box. So something really interesting there. But for me, when I'm doing that analysis, I'm happy with the island, I'm happy with the product details, I'm jumping into these graphs, and I'm just getting a feel for sales estimation, i.e. looking at the green line. Is that consistent across the history of the product over the last year? Also as well, that buy box price, what's the consistency on that? And then the final check that I'm probably going to do is, other than looking at if Amazon's on it and understanding if I'm happy to compete versus them, is looking at the competition. I can see here that competition has gone up over time, but it's been pretty stable over the last 6 months. Down here, the new offer count, we've got like 61. Up here, it's gone up to, I think this is what, 66, and then back down to about 60. Pretty stable over the last 6 months. So I think there's a stable competition. It's not been overly saturated, even though there are a large number of sellers, but there's still competition going on. Why? It's a very high selling item. So for me, I'd be quite happy with that. I get it for a great price. Yes, Amazon are on it, but they come off the listing and it's got pretty stable metrics that I'm looking at. So I'm happy to do that analysis, or I'm happy to buy that product, and using Buybotpro has really helped me to do that analysis very, very quickly.